Hello, welcome to theartclasses.com. You'll find all kinds of drawing and painting tutorial on my channel if you want to look for more tutorial. But today we are going to draw Anna from Frozen. Alright, let's get started. So here I start out with the circle, and I draw one line down to split the face in half, so she's gonna be 3/4 facing the right. And since she has a little more cheek on the side, I'm just adding some volume onto the right side a little more, and now I'm drawing her tiny little torso. And her face is really stylized, and now I'm just drawing the horizontal line to set up where I'm gonna draw her eyes, and then I put down the nose and mouth. Her nose and her mouth are really close together, and her eyes are quite big. It's probably 1/5 of the height of the face. And then draw her eyebrows. So I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to the original Disney drawing, but it's just really hard most of the time that I try to draw a Disney drawing. There'll be a little bit here and there to that I will try to get it right. So in most of the drawing, if you're trying to draw something that's already, you have a reference, or you look at the movie, you try to draw that, then I would recommend trying to fix get the most of the majority part of the feature right in the correct place first, and then trying to compare and look at, are you putting a certain, you get the right shape, do you get the right spot on where, and distance between the eyes and the nose, and distance between the nose and the lips, and distance between space between eyebrows and eyes, and those are really important to get all the facial feature right for the character. So right now I'm just getting a pretty rough sort of like throwing down the draft or the construction line before I try to nail down the look of her. Just now I just have to get the idea of the face down for it, just like the eye, the nose, and the mouth, as close as I can. But at this point, it's not gonna look exactly the same yet, so I'm gonna slowly modify her face to make it look a little more like Anna as this video go on. So what I call this is the beginning phrase, or the beginning stage of the drawing, just to get things set up. So kind of the eye position, the nose position, and the mouth position are pretty close to where it's supposed to be. And when you draw a line, don't be afraid to do what I do. Just draw, using the long arc of the line if the line is supposed to be long. If it's a short line, you don't have to do like a long arc. And trying to use an arc from your elbow, you get a smoother line. And trying to use not so much of the wrist. If you draw like really big, you can also use your shoulder. That's why you see like some artists got a really like big pad that they can draw from. And now I'm trying to get the correct shape of her eyelash, or the top eyelash. And she got a little cheek coming up here. Since she's smiling, then from the image that I have, she has like a little cheek press upward toward her lower eyelid. So it's give her that childish look on the face. And now I'm trying to draw her eyebrows. And whenever recording a video, is really hard to move my hand around, so it's sometimes really hard to get my hand to space of where I want it to, because usually when I draw, I like to move my paper around, like rotate them, so that I can get my arc along what the paper I'm trying to draw. And you know, it's easier for me to draw an arc or a line that are 45 degrees from me, instead of just horizontal or vertical. So when you rotate a paper, it's help to get your lines smoother. So feel free, you know, to rotate your paper, and if it helps. And I find that to be very helpful when I'm doing live drawing, or trying to draw something that I'm not recording. Recording sometimes can be really hard. I can't turn the paper because I might knock off the camera, because I'm shooting the camera from the top. I'm gonna try to get the webcam and see if it's better. And now I'm shading the bottom part of her nose and adding an eyelash onto her other side of her face. So there we got. And when you're trying to draw or shade the eyes, usually your eyes, the eyes that you shade in the cartoon, most of the time they'll get darker in the value, or darker in color, or darker tone from the top down, and then it's got lighter as your iris going down. So when you shade a dark on the part that are closer to the upper eyelid, and then as it goes down, it progresses to the gradient, kind of getting lesser and lesser dark. And now I'm drawing her lips. And now I'm trying to draw her lower eyelid to get it slightly a little darker. And now I'm drawing her and don't forget her freckles, and you know, some of the little line shading her cheeks. Give her a bit of personality or accent to the cartoon character. Now I'm trying to round up her cheeks a little bit more. And a few facts that you have to be aware of, like when you draw, is that when you use a regular pencil like this, it's kind of cool, because you get the variation of the pencil width, and the more you draw, you realize you can use a certain edge of pencil as it goes. As if you sharpen it really sharp, in the beginning you get a sharp point, which is perfect when you're trying to just lay down a construction line. And as the pencil gets thicker, it's good when you're trying to lay down the line after the construction, or the actual drawing line, or the final line itself, because the line become much, the graphite become much thicker, and you can get a darker line like I'm trying to do right now. And you can also get, you know, if you're not going to sharpen it anytime, so you can also draw on the edge of part of your graphite edge pencil lead, and you can get a thinner line also, and you can get the flat. As you draw on the flat lead, you can get a thicker line. So that's some of the trick that I found pretty useful. And just, you know, be loose. Don't try to, you know, get it tight. And when draw a line, don't try to draw little line. And what I meant is trying not to do a scratchy line, like, you know, little small line connected, trying to do a circle. When you draw a circle, just draw a whole circle. And what I meant is just draw a line, straight line like this, and you know, draw a line all the way, instead of just do little line. That's because that's just you get a what do you call, a more continuous or more spontaneous feel to the line, and your line will look a lot better, and it will feel a lot more confident and clean. Alright, thank you for watching the tutorial, and I hope you learned something from it. And here's Anna from Frozen. Alright, well, have a great day. Bye-bye.